Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kale. On today's episode, I'm going to be building my own 3-point receiver for my tractor. So the reason I'm doing this is I bought the tractor initially to move trailers, cars, whatever around my shop. And I could buy a 3-point receiver, but it's not as much fun as making your own. So here's what we got going on. I bought this receiver tube from Harbor Freight for, I don't know, $20. It's not the best thing. The welds aren't great. It's not welded all the way around, but it'll do what I need for the job. So I got this 2-inch receiver tube. It's going to go in this piece of 2x4 pipe that I got here. It's about, I don't know, quarter, not even an inch. It's about 3/16 wall thickness. I'm going to cut a hole in, mount this tube down through this piece of square tube, or this piece of rectangular tube, weld it all around so it'll be nice and strong. I'm going to take a piece of this 1/4-inch plate, cut a square out, cap the ends, and then I will use this old crusty bolt as a pin, and I'll mount the pin on the end, which will go through the arms of my tractor. I will then use this piece of, I think it's 1x2 C-channel as the uprights. So here's a little diagram. So I'll use that channel as these uprights. And then I'll use this piece of, I think it's 3x2 tubing. And that's going to be my top channel that I'm going to make for the top part of the 3-point. So got all my materials selected. Now I gotta go through, measure everything out, and it's time to get started cutting. Alright, so I have my tube cut now. I have my end plates cut for my tube that the that the pin's going to go into. So now what I need to do is I need to lay out the center and then lay out where the receiver tube is going to go. And I'll use my plasma cutter to cut 2 holes into each end of into each side of this tube so that the receiver tube will slip in nice and easy. So I got my tube all laid out. As you can see, tight fit. I'll take the line, and when I take the line, that should be just enough to get this tube to slide in there really easy. So now that that's done, I'll use my plasma cutter and I'll just buzz that line out on both sides. You can see I marked the other side too. So here we go.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't.
All right, I got all my pieces cut out. I didn't film it because I was using the Portaband. It was slow, it was painful, wouldn't be interesting to watch. So this is what I've got so far. You saw I cut out earlier the square. I've got these angle pieces cut out. This is out of some 1x2 rectangular tubing. Cut the angles on them. I cut the angles up here. I had to put a little second angle on there because I needed them to be close enough together so I could weld around the corner. I cut this piece, which is actually just a cut off from my receiver tube over here. And that's going to be what the third pivot point goes on. So that's cut to length now. So that's all good. So what I have to do now is I got to clean everything up. So what I have left to do is I need to drill a 3/4 hole in this piece, which I cut is a cut off of the receiver tube. Worked out perfectly. It's the perfect size that I need. Just drill a 3/4 tube for the pin that will hold the third point of the 3-point hitch system. And then I got to clean it up and weld it together. Here we go. All right, so as you can see, I got all the welding done. Didn't have any issues with the welding. Most of my welds turned out pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with that. And you can start to see the general shape of what I'm going for here. So what I still have left to do is I need to take this bolt and I need to cut it up to make the pins for the end, and then I just need to find a bolt to make the pin for the top. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes into the ends of my pins before I weld them onto my receiver here, and that is going to hold a spring clip. So I'll show you a little later what those spring clips that I'm going to use are. But yeah, it's coming along really well, and it's going to be ready to use very shortly. Alright, so my 3-point receiver is just about complete. I cut out the top of this third point up here. If you remember, that had a box, so I cut the top off of that so that my third link can just swing right in there and come out. I drilled these little pins and I welded them onto the ends, so now I have pins to connect to the arms. And the very last thing that I want to do is build this adapter. So it's just a really simple 2x2 piece of square tubing. It's got 4 holes in it, so it's multi-positional for your receiver pin, and then it has one larger hole in it for the clevis. So I want to make another one of these. This is my dad's, so I'm going to make another one, and it's just going to slide in there like that, and that is going to be how I attach my clevis or whatever I need to attach for pulling anyway when I'm not using a ball receiver. So that's the last thing to go, and we'll make that and we'll be done. Well, there you have it. My 3-point receiver is complete. Only a few minor things left to do. I just want to give it a nice coat of paint. I need to get a new pin for up here just because I didn't know what size pin it was, and the D-rings that I had in stock wouldn't be good for the pin that needs to go in here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to subscribe. I'm really trying to build up the channel, and every new subscription helps. Let me know in the comments if you like this video, if you don't like the video, you know, what kind of videos you guys like to see, so I can start to tailor my channel to those kinds of videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next build.